Hello everybody, today I wanted to tell you something about optimization and decision making. I'm pretty sure that you've already realized that the Brandons of this world, or many of the great business leaders, are often struggling with making the right decisions. They either lack the capacity of making proper decisions at all, because they lack the holistic view or the knowledge, or both. Or they are making bad decisions on purpose, because they know that we, the masses, are not able to see right through their wrongdoing. So the question should be asked, is there a general, unbiased and fundamental tool to help us in optimum decision making, or just check on the reasoning of the decisions of others, especially when those decisions are affecting our lives? So, as always, let's get right into it.
Can there be a decision optimizing tool for anything? Current technology usually uses historical data to try to understand future behavior via data, mining and subsequent multidimensional pattern recognition, but never knows if it understands the whole system. It tries to simulate all the atoms within a model system, like this orange, requiring massive data sets and computing power, hoping all the right physics is included. It cannot predict scenarios outside the training set or when boundary conditions have changed. It does not know anything about the uncertainty of its own predictions, and it usually spectacularly fails when systems are close to certain phase transitions, which simply is due to absence of a dominating scale. Current technical solutions have many limitations. Usually they are linear. Nature never is linear. They are not holistic because they are not fundamental, which is to say quantum gravity based. Uncertainty budget area not naturally included, meaning we do not know for sure about the confidence versus uncertainty ratio. The system size are unknown. There simply is no way with the classical tool to determine its true size or to optimize them. There is no generalized solution to all problems. Thus, here I will present you a tool which will overcome all these problems. At first we measure to see a system under known conditions to understand its properties or attributes. We know that every system can be characterized by its attributes, which are properties or degrees of freedom for this very system. These degrees of freedom then become dimensions of information. They form a space or space-time, and as such they build up our system, which here is symbolized by an orange. Then stress test strategies under different scenarios and changing boundary conditions are applied in order to find the worst case loading scenarios. From here, one then can optimize the system for such worst cases. Deformation, stress and strain are analogous to psychology of social systems. And how can this all be done? Well, we kind of measure various behaviors of the system under known truths or conditions. Stress tests are performed with predictions of all evolutionary options because we apply a quantum gravity-based evolution approach. This way we see parts of business at risk or parts of market attracted. Automatically, the holistic model calculates the uncertainty budget, risk, confidence of all inputs and carries it through to the outputs. We clearly see what decisions make sense and why. We see what can be done to improve results, build a roadmap to refine target market, or to build resilience of organization. Weak points can be in your own system, or that of the market you are entering, or the targeted end user, which is to say the final decision maker. This leads to target desired segment and layers with strategy. For your own business, an optimizing of the structure and properties will build resilience. Perspective strategies include the uncertainty that is the model can provide a confident level on the equality of information collected and the likelihood of success. We can also apply so-called law fields to attract in business. As shown in my video Law Fields towards a mathematical psychology, one can also apply first principles to describe psychology in mathematical form. Quantum gravity math allows us to see or visualize this by first describing attributes. This can also be applied to groupthink dynamics. It has many very positive uses in business and marketing to attract and also to optimize social hierarchies. It automatically includes so-called soft parameters, which is to say certain tastes and likings and even hidden preferences, which in the model appear as compactified dimensions or masses. And how does the model build up work? Well, we have already seen that every system can be described by attributes, but attributes or properties can just be seen as degrees of freedom and thus dimensions. Dimensions, however, as everybody knows, from space or space-time, and by subjecting these properties to a general Hamilton extremal principle, thereby using the Riemann theory of Hilbert techniques, we most surprisingly ended up in generalized Einstein field equations. These equations do not only contain the full theory of general relativity, see the red ellipse here, but lo and behold also include all main quantum equations, be it for bosonic or fermionic entities. The whole ensemble undoubtedly has the characteristics of a quantum gravity theory, and the best part of it is that it was already there for about 107 years, in a paper from the great mathematician David Hilbert. Only that neither Hilbert nor Einstein had a chance to see it, because the more advanced mathematical quantum theory came over a decade after the general theory of relativity. And then the theoreticians were so overwhelmed by the new quantum theory that nobody, at least so it seems, ever looked back at the old Hilbert work from 1915. If they had done, however, they would not only have obtained a unified physics, but also the most general, fundamental, holistic, and comprehensive optimization tool there can be. For more, the interested listener is referred to the book shown in on this slide. We will also give them in the video description and the reference list at the end of my presentation. Thank you for your kind attention.